Yeah, welcome everybody to this second look at, second episode of our review on normal mode, which is a lot harder. And we got a bit of an accident here. Oh dear, bit of a fender bender. Right, so we left the last episode and we were just peaking, as we can see here, just a little bit. Still a bit dubious yet, but we're in the green. So we are making a profit, but nowhere near enough yet what we need to be sustainable. So what do we need to do? Well, we're in a harder mode, otherwise known as normal. And this mode, it requires you to take your time, build. So we need more sims, so we need more jobs, more houses, and also take care of what services we provide. Making sure it's a lot cheaper, so let's get the simulation going again. When I restart my game, I have it set to it always pauses, so still got this cough as well, but hey ho. Right, so we've got like we're not doing too bad on schools. We'd look to add some more at some point. Elementary is always a problem, but right now it's not a huge issue. Same for crime. Crime is slowly increasing. We do have that, and same for fire service as well. Right, we've increased a bit, and we've got our next milestone. Cool. So, due to the roads and how they do zoning, sometimes I've had to put some paths down here and there, but to be honest, quite like a lot of paths in my builds anyway. We don't have bikes yet. Yeah, that's another. So I think I'm going to get rid of this actually, because it's not what I want to do. So what I want is to start to build this area out. So what I think we'll start to do is just bring it out a little bit and yeah, start us really I'm trying to get this halfway, so roughly halfway there. That's about right, I think. Let's start building it up and start to get more. We've got plenty of demand here now, and the more sims we can get, the better. But first, what I want to do, we do have a little bit of not industrial, sorry, a bit of office. So I'm going to create a little office zone here, I think. Good thing about offices, we can get them really, really close to the Sims living, and also they're a good blocker. So what we're going to do is, I think I might just speed it up, play a little music as we just, yeah, let's build out a bit. Let's get some of this done. Okay, we've got our electric problem again. I could be looking at upgrades actually at this point, I think. But you know, probably do with a fourth one, I think, really. So I'd probably need Anarchy on to be able to do that because it's right next, so it won't let me upgrade unless I've got Anarchy on. So let's did I not switch Anarchy on then? Let's go back and stick anything on. Let's bang another turbine in. So there's Anarchy. It wasn't on. Bang another turbine in there. Just join it up. That should get rid of the initial demand, which it does. But now we've got Anarchy on, let's upgrade some stuff here so then we get a little bit longer. Just keep an eye on our profit. We're still in the green. Again, need to be a little bit higher than that before we start to worry about getting some proper power in, what we can actually sell off. Yeah, that should work all right, I think. Right, where are we? So, starting to get some apartments in. Just the small, well, mid-sized ones. So let's get a path all around this. Yeah, I wanted to join that there, but I don't want to put another crossing in, so the idea here, like I say, is to keep building, keep getting those sims into the city. So we need more residential, a lot more residential, and we got to, you know, work that out as well with, you know, suitable jobs. So let's just make this equivalent. Make this one a little bit bigger. Excellent. You know, just gonna make that next to the road, I think. And let's do the same with this one, just destroy that and make that next to the road. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's get some paths around this baby. Oh. Done. Still got quite a bit of demand here for residential. Medium is, well, still full there. So full for medium, full for row houses, and full for low residential. So yeah, we definitely need to get these things down. We need more sims in. And we need more people paying rent and rates and taxes. So 97,000, we've got a profit. So we're getting up to the 100,000 side. So we might be able to start looking soon about putting some what's it called? Power in. Like to have a little bit more though. have a look what we're looking at. So lack of entertainment and health coverage. I'm not going to do anything about health coverage, but let's give the Sims a few parks just to. I mean, the idea is to obviously make our city, you know, wanted for people to move in, and you just got to make sure the entertainment's up there. So let's pick a reasonably size. That's 2 outdoor recreation. It's quite good. So that gives quite a big one there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, round one is only 1. Yeah, it still cooks quite a bit, that, doesn't it? Boom. Yeah, let's have that there, and let's reciprocate it on the other side. Right, that gives us a bit of gives us all that window green there. Right, let's choose something else. What about mini park? That doesn't give you a lot. Urban parkinette. Small playground, what about that? Oh, that gives you a lot better. Tiny city park, that looks interesting. Oh yeah. All next to the schools as well, which will be good. Nice one. Let's have a look to see if that's cured it. It's still a little bit of entertainment wanted. We've already done our main area here. And I probably need to do some zoning as well and get some districts in. I haven't named the city yet either. It's just a standard name. So if anybody has some comments of what we call it, if not, I'll just pick something myself. But yeah, that's quite a good coverage there. Okay, now we could just do something in that little corner there. Oh, that looks good. Excellent. Let's see if that gives us. Yeah, we only got high crime risk now, and nothing I could do about the crime risk. Dear. So I could upgrade it, which will give me 1 extra patrol car and some extra jail cells. Crime is always a problem at the beginning, and to be honest, I need something for that, which is more of the bigger police. The city station, is it? I'm not going to get that yet. 138. We're getting pretty close to getting our power in and coming off our reliance on wind power. It's quite a cute park, isn't it? Very colourful. And I still need to get some trees and do some detailing around here, but I'm just trying to get us into a stable position right now. So we got nearly 4,000 people. So let's see what we've got here. So I need advanced road services, but advanced water pumping station I definitely need at some point. Right. Now, welfare office does bring down a little bit your crime rate, and it is increasing for us. It's still down there at the top, but it will come up. I think that's the welfare office, so just need to find somewhere to house it. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this up here. And we'll probably add a roundabout there, I think. But if I bring my welfare office right there, should be all right, I think. It's a real nice asset, that welfare office, to be honest. So if I bring the road, it's not gonna go exact here. So let's see if I can live with that, I think. Yeah. And I do the same the other side. If it looks the same the other side, we're golden. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, perfect. It's a little wider, but it doesn't look out of. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, if I could put something in there, so if I put a path straight across this. Ooh, look at that there. Plus little walkway bridges. How pretty. So if I put, I'm thinking just get some more offices in here. It gives us that little extra, you know, hides it a little. Yeah. Should look all right. We'll need to get a college in at some point as well. And then a university, especially once we start to look at getting high density businesses. So what are we looking at? Okay, crime risk is still there. So, yeah. We'll keep an eye on that and see where it goes. But we're doing well right now. So we'll just join this road up here to our office area and to the welfare office. So if I bring this out to this line here, just wondering, yeah, we'll go across there, I think, make a little difference, and we can add more properties. So we're looking good. We're starting to populate ourselves out, and we're getting pretty close, I think, to getting into a good, stable profit. So I haven't really dipped. There's a little bit of demand for commercial right now, so let's put that in here. I should get rid of the commercial. Oh, there we go. Tiny town. So that's give us a bit of an influx. Right. I think what we need to do is to get some specialized work in so we can not be bringing in everything from the outside. That'll save us a bit of money and give us a bit more profit. So I'm thinking I've got a huge sort of like ore here, so that gives me the option for ore and coal. So it's wise to get as many of these down as possible so you can start to reduce the deficits that you get. So what I'm thinking is if we can put something in here potentially, and it would be like on a funny angle. So just escape out of that because it's just easier just to use the tool. to do the zoning. So let's get that up as far as we can to here. And it's just, you know, giving us that added income. We will have to start thinking about rail at some point too. So we can cut back on the export costs of these businesses, which increase their profit margin, which increases our profit margin, because at the end of the day, we tax them on profits. So if they're profitable, we'll put the infrastructure in to make them more profitable, and then we become more profitable. So it's all common basic economics. So let's see if I can, it should be big enough. Right, let's put another, let's do another roar, I think, on what have we got there? So we got 63 potential in there. So 63 workers potential in that one. So let's see what we got on here. If I put this right in the middle of this. It's a shame we can't cross boundaries on the motorway with these zones. So we are stuck with it onto the roadway, but hey ho. This is what makes this game better when you're down on the more harder mode. You've really got to consider all your options, or you're gonna end up basically going bankrupt. Which is what you want, isn't it? At the end of the day, you want a little bit of a challenge. I do recommend this mode. I recommend the easy mode if you're not used to City Skylines and that sort of thing. I wonder if I should bring that right out up here. I think so. I do recommend the easy mode if you're new to the genre. Otherwise, go for the harder mode. You know, and fail. You know, always fail. Failing is good because it tells you what not to do next. Experience is always the best way to learn. And you will make mistakes. I make them all the time. Everybody does. So I think that's quite good. So a good 2 businesses there. Still got some demand for industry, and it should, once we create more industry, it should start to give more industry directed at our specialized industry. So we should see more ore type industries popping up when we put new industrial zoning down. So I'm just thinking if I can make this as interesting as possible. So I think that looks good there. And then we'll put a roundabout on this. So we've got some. Let's put best roundabout we've got right now. I could do with unlocking more roundabouts to get the bigger ones. So I think that looks pretty good actually. So this road here, need to do something with. That's going into nowhere right now. So I think I'm going to join this with this road out here. So let's bring this in on the 90 degree. And let's just end that there. Perfect. And what we could actually do, if we go back to our zoning, so if I bring this right back down here, well, let's zoom in and make that a little bit tidier. There you go. Now, if I make this straight, like so, it gives us somewhere to build. Perfect. Yep, that looks good. Quite happy with that. Now, I notice we are going down in our people, and these will go up and down as people, leave and people come in. So let's see what we're doing wrong. Wow, crime risk has gone to the but can't do anything about crime, but I can do something about the internet. That's here. So we go on here. So we've got this radio mast. So let's get rid of that complaint, and then I'm gonna put that here. I think that should be quite good. It's quite low noise. Perfect. Now, if I just use move it, and so I can get this more central. There you go. That looks better. Just a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's changed it, but yeah, that'll do. So that should have got rid of that. So let's check. Right, so we've got high crime risk now, which is the top, and don't think there's much I can do about that, Still. Right, we've done a little bit more building out, and we're just sort of like mail and healthcare. So let's just pause it for a second while we think of what we're going to do here. So the monthly balance has gone down. Still in the green. But basically the crime risk is killing us here, and there's like all these areas here. So you got a cop car already in the... So you can throw more cop cars at this and it's not going to fix the problem. And yeah, there's some of the bigger buildings that we can actually unlock. I mean, there's not a lot of choice there. Let me create a district. Let's see if that does anything. I don't think it will. But what the idea is create a district which encompasses all my current built stuff. This is just a temporary one for now. But what I'm thinking is that we can actually target the welfare office just to be for this and see if that has any effect. I don't think it will, to be honest. The welfare office generally doesn't do that much, in my experience. So energy consumption, see if there's any policies, the recycling, roadside parking fee, which we may use at some point. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So what we need to do is click onto our office, select the operational district, click that one, and that's it. So basically now everything in that green will be served by the welfare office. Don't know if this will do anything. Just get this so it just makes sure it does cover our problem area, which I think is all around here. And it could be a distance thing. It could be the number of police thing, but I don't think it is. I think we need buildings which actually address crime rate and actively reduce crime rather than just arrest people. So there you go. Select a building list, comes in the info where you can see the buildings that build upgrades are assigned from the building for district. So basically that's saying that operating district will cover just that area. I don't know whether that will make any difference. I sincerely doubt it will. Okay, been running a while now, and there's the city hall. So that saves us some. Police headquarters. This is the one I need. So the HQ is the one that's definitely going to be reduce my crime rate. Definitely going to need my train. Part maintenance I will need. There's a post sorting facility I need there as well. So, but what I need is the electric. So I need roundabouts and advanced road services. And let's get some large roads, some parking areas. Well, that brings some money in, and we'll have highways unlocked. Excellent. Right. So we got. We need to think about postie now. We need decent postal services. Let's see what we've got here. Actually, before we do that, let's put the road maintenance depot on. These road maintenance will just make sure if there's any accidents, they'll shoot out and help clear the road. So let's put that, I think, probably around here. Should be all right. And the first car is going out there, or the first emergency vehicle, a road highway. Okay, let's get some parking in. Adding parking is always good. For one, it gives you some money. We can actually raise that as well. We may look into that. We can raise the cost of parking, I think. Or you could, at least. But it definitely gives, you know, a bit of help for the roads. And it also, we can actually put a no parking, no street parking in some areas, and enforce people to use the car parking, which will help our revenue overall. So there's a number of parking, but we definitely want the businesses and where there's apartment blocks and things like that. Otherwise, we'll have far too many cars on our street. So let's put one here. That looks pretty good. Love how the game has added parking. You know, it was definitely a good function to have. And I think the parking's quite good actually. The parking use, you know, the game does utilize its parking effectively now. So we will start. I can't speak. We will see people parking the cars, and that's already being used right now. Excellent. So let's see if we can bring this out here. So bring it up to that middle point there, probably. Make sure that's 90 degrees. Excellent. So what I'm doing here, I'm just sort of like scattering some of the apartment blocks so they're not all congested. Because obviously once we do our downturn eventually, and I want to try and take this save up to where we do at least 100, 200k people, because I want to double check that, you know, I have had it reasonably high before, and I've not had a problem. So that was quite good. Now, if I can put this in here, so if I go straight across, like so. Now that leaves me I wonder if it will fit. It should fit on the other. No, I don't know why it doesn't fit on the other side. Why does it not fit on the other side? Hmm. This is not born out yet, so these are all not got any demand for low density. So we got some row houses that we can put in though, so let's put some of them in. And this is all we do. This is all you do is just slowly build up, keeping that profit margin. And I'm pretty low down in money now, so probably need to build a little bit more. And we're really, really close to being sort of level pegging. I just play about with these taxes. Okay, we've got a little bit more built out. What are we looking at? High crime risk is definitely a thing. So mail service, I definitely need to fix the mail service. So let us do that. I need to add mail service. So let's see what I get. So let's get some, yeah, I need some post offices as well. Well, let's get the mailboxes out at least. Need some money for post. So let's just put basically one, let's make it green. So we just put a post box in each area. Yeah, that's green, that one. Post box in that area, and I think a post box right at the end here. Excellent. Another post box in this section. And another post box in that section. And let's get some in the industrial areas too. That one and one over here. And whenever this decides to fill in, so we get some low residential demand. Looks all right. So still saying unreliable, but I think I need the post office for that. Okay. There's quite a bit of cars parked on that thing there, so have a look where we are. We're a bit behind. So this is what happens. This is when you know. So I think roads have definitely got leased. I could take the service fee up on these, though, electric and water potentially. Not by much, but just to give me that little extra. Because I'm not that far away from making a profit. Yeah, I'm farther away making a profit on any of them. There is a potential here. Everything else is just budget, and I don't want to reduce the budget too much. Because you lessen. See, we're back into profit again, but only just. I don't want to mess about with taxes. It's dangerous. Just they got some. Okay. There's milestone 6. Boomtown. Cool. And quite a lot of these signature buildings too coming up, and that is going to help out. So just hit pause a second. Let's see if we can help out our crime rate by just improving our well-being. So back to where I was. So where's that bet going? Back here. I think it'll get a good view of the sea. A mansion there too. So all being within 1.5K, which will definitely cover all our issues there. So could take it here, I suppose. Yeah, but then it's just going to have a view of the ore mines, which is probably not ideal. So let's move that and let's stick it over here and see if we can improve the view for our paying guests. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what they'll see from the balconies. Nice one. So do we have something else we can add? So this real estate management, so I've got only 500 meters well-being, but yeah, same with that one, but it is for well-being. That should cover all these here. So let's see, which is where I think most of my crime rate actually is. Let's see if that has an effect. Let's have a look at, oh yeah, high crime risk. Still got unreliable mail service as well. It's because we don't have a post office. So let us put a small post office somewhere. And hopefully that should get rid of that problem. If I put that there, it should be alright, I think. Quite good. What do I want? I want a path. So if I put a path here. Excellent. Okay. Let's see how that runs for us. Leisure's looking a bit rough in our newly built area. So we could do with highlighting this a little bit just in case we get some complaints. Urban Pocket Park, Dog Park, that's always a good one to have. Usually quite, not that much demand actually. Let's have a look. Small park, tiny park. See, that should build that out there, and I just need something over here, I think. Not quite big enough. Let's see if that will. I might have to have two. Will that work? Excellent. That should do us. Slowly growing. Our money is slowly growing. It's so close now because we are increasing our service upkeeps by adding stuff. So I noticed we got tile upkeep as 0. That's because of my 529 tiles. I have that as 0. I just don't like paying for that sort of stuff. I don't think it would take a lot longer if I had to pay for tiles. And 529 tiles gives you a bigger tile at the beginning, so I ended up paying more. But I am tempted just to give this an extra 10% because that would take me into profit and not deficit. Just 10%. Let's see that. I'm going to get some complaints, but at least it's not taking any profit. Should I do the same for water? Just give it another 10%. There you go. We just have to remember to turn them back, I think, once you know, once we are in a winning. I mean, basically all I need out of here is more people paying, and get that power in as well, and then we can start selling our excess. Again, it will give us some more. So I'll have to wait to see how that affects. Looking pretty good now. So I need the police headquarters to get rid of my crime rate problem. So I need to think about power too. I don't think I need anything from roads right now. I am looking better when it comes down to 150, 120k. So that is looking pretty good right now. Pretty solid. So I am at a place where I could afford to go for this, potentially. But right now, I think I can't afford anything. So I might just have to get a small coal power plant, which is not what I wanted to do, but it's going to give me some consistency when it comes to power, I think. Okay, built up a little bit more. Getting close to 10k now. People, and yeah, it's not looking too bad actually. So 1277 residents in our large district area. So look at that, 48%. That is huge. And that's why it's at top. Our crime risk is our biggest problem that we can't yet solve. So, not much more I can do really, unfortunately, but to build up some more. Right. I've got a little bit of money. I'm going to drop this power plant because it's just going to frustrate me otherwise. I need some regular power coming in. At least on this side, it's not going to affect any residents. So what I can do, let's have a look what I've got here. So it doesn't give me a full lot of electricity, but I might be able to sell some of it, which is going to make it a little easier for me. So let's bang this up to this external route here, and we should be able to sell some of the electric, hopefully. So yeah, just nearly full. It's some extra income coming in though. I'm going to keep the wind power up. So just building out more and more just to get us a bit more people. Well over the 10,000 mark now. Just over 11k actually. The people, oh, there we go. Milestone 7 unlocked. We're doing really well, to be fair. So 306,000. We are in a comfortable position. A very comfortable position now. So we can be a bit more frugal when it comes down to what we're spending. So let's start to think about growing some more. So there's my small elementary school, which I've added. Definitely I'm showing full. I'm going to bulldoze that right now and give myself something that I can actually build on top of. So the city elementary school, we can upgrade that. That might be a good idea. There's more people, more students. And then is there a city high school we can choose? Like that. Let's try this one. So this is 1200. And then I can just lay that back there like so. Excellent. Right. Definitely in the right direction now. I mean, look at that, 286,000. So while we think about it, let's put these back to zero. Not zero, 100%. So let's put the services back to where they were. Let's see what we got. High crime rate is still the top, then garbage services and unreliable health service. Not going to be able to do much about any of those three right now. Okay, 351,000, looking really, really, really good. Definitely in the right space. I think we're definitely now in a position to look at our energy. So, yeah, our coal isn't really cutting it. So, what do I need to do? Let's see what I've got here. I'm not going for the geothermal, so I'm going to try this gas power plant and the bigger coal power plant. Let's have a look. Definitely want nuclear at some point, but not yet. So let's see what we got options-wise. So small coal power in the, well, 650 for that. Oh, it's $1 million for the coal power plant, so I'm not getting that. So I'm going to go for the gas, I think. Gas definitely gives me, and I just need some extra money. And I just need to get to my next milestone, I think, for that, or wait for the money to arrive. Let's see if I get it or whether I'll get it from the milestone. So I'm going to try and build out some more let's see what we got here. So we've got ore deposit. Definitely not. What about oil? I could put some oil down here. I've got some oil here. It's a bit naughty because it's pretty near. It is pretty near these residentials, but it is downwind, so I'm not going to get any problems from that. Might get a bit of noise though, but hey, I've got poor thingy there anyway, so let us just do it anyway. Let's put this up to this part here. I think that's about the coverage of the oil. Go on, grab me. Better. All right, that should give me an extra income. Nice one. Let's put in some livestock. I think I don't need to be on any particular land here. It can be anything. So I think I'm going to put the livestock both sides here, and that builds out some of that deficit, because both of these had deficit for. So let's build out a couple of livestock farms, which doesn't need to be on agricultural land. It could be on anywhere. So I'll make it roughly about that size, I think. Looking down there. Let's do about halfway there. Lovely. Do the same with that, just butt it right up to the next one here. And down here. And this should fill in the deficit for livestock that we seem to have as well. So let's just get a bit closer so we can do some finer work. And down to the bottom. Perfect. Lovely jubbly. Next one is this one, so we can pretty much almost not fill it, but we can get this quite large, I think. Didn't quite look on that one. Just bring this one in a bit. Perfect. This is the aim of the game. Get these specialized services in. It fills out deficits. It reduces cost of importing certain goods into your city. And you know, it makes more profit for you at the end of the day, and profit is profit. You've got a really good deficit going right now, so quite like that actually, and that's going to work nicely. Oh, we got a water problem. Why have we got a water problem? Because we probably got our poop water. Yeah, we've run out of water. Fully overloaded. So let's see if this upgrade with an extra pump will work. Should do. There you go. That is going to have to get addressed at some point. So we had a little bit of loss there from the people moving out. And this is what affects our income as well. So we always want to try and make that positive. We have got quite a bit of demand though, at the end of the day, for medium row houses and high density when it comes down to the low rent apartments type of thing. So let's see if I can put a coal in here. I think that is probably about the last one I can do. Now it is right behind those offices, so it should shield the hassle. Yeah, getting these specialized industries in is always good profit. Reduces deficits, so hence reduces, you know, your income going out, and increases profits. So yeah, definitely get as many of these as possible, especially early game. Looks good. 14 out of 14 people. Excellent. It's looking really, really well. All right, guys, I think that'll do it for this episode. We've done quite a bit today, managed quite a lot. We do have some problems, but we do have a lot of money coming in now. So we'll see you on the next one when we should be looking to be getting some power. All right. catch you guys again. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Bye all.